I have questions regarding the meditations. I think 4 times, 5 times in a day we do the meditations, but I got distracted by many thinkings while the meditation. So, can you advise on the meditations? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's one of the most interesting things, because one of the probably most popular reason why we start meditation is to actually calm down our thoughts in our mind or distraction. But when you actually start meditating, more thinking arises. That's what probably many people experience in the beginning. So I don't know how long you have been practicing meditation, and I would say from my own experience, that's very natural. That when we want something, the kind of bounce, the reflection, absolutely used to get stronger. So I want to control my thought and the emotion, whatever. Then if you are not very skillful yet with doing it, then this bouncing side effects usually stronger. So that's what I would say myself actually experienced that. So I would say it's not unusual. But of course, we wish to deal with that for long run. And then it's absolutely, kind of universal principle. You wish to get something, then you will have to do something. You have to pay your energy and time. So you keep trying it. So we used to compare that to this, some muddy water in the cup, right? So when it's moving, then it's hard to see the bottom of this cup because it's muddy, right? And then we leave it for a few minutes, then all the mud sink. Then it's transparent, so it's easier to see the bottom. So the meditation means actually you see that what's the principle? Like we stop all these 6 senses. We try, right? You don't move your body. You try not to move your eyes, whatever. So then this mud slowly sink. And then actually more things you can see. Some like memories from the past, or your feeling, or your anxiety for the future. Everything, is kind of exposed that you may have forgotten when you are listening music, or when you are interacting with people, when you are maybe watching movie, that you never actually were not really aware of those things, but when you stop all these 6 root sense, then those things become more clear. So to me, I think it's very natural. And then now actually you start seeing truly who you are. It's a kind of beginning. So some people then soon disappointed. Oh gosh, this is even worse. Or it's so hard, maybe I already said 1 week retreat, but this still keeps going on. So I think this way is not so good. Some people really want to get this, great, as Sahn said, what did he say? Like we usually want to get some outcome out of this retreat. Well, that's why actually we came here. But this wanting mind will, first of all, the barrier, the hindrance that we'll have to go over. So that's why here we always say, put it down, like the Musangsa's word. Like, even you want control this mind, this thought or that thought, the first thing you will have to do is just to put down that kind of mind. And then, of course, you need to do that consistently. Then, depending on your karma, it takes shorter or longer. Okay, so when you meditate, all kind of thoughts, emotion appear in your mind. Then that's the best moment for you to meditate. So that's the, I would say, the true meaning of meditation. If someone was expecting, as soon as you just sit, then your mind will completely become, peaceful or still. Not right now. I mean, not right away. So you will have to work on that. And that's, I would say, great start. And just to continue. When you got some distraction or some emotion pulling you around, and then, but it's very interesting. I think human consciousness, there's always some moment that you realize it. You recognize the moment. Oh, I'm drifting. Then come back to your practice. There are some techniques you probably were introduced, like, for example, perceiving your breath, or even count your breath, which basically meaning that that helps you to breathe in a longer pace, inhale, exhale, longer, and then naturally actually soothe your this distraction or thoughts in your mind. Or you can also, like some big question we call, like who is making all that kind of thinking and distracted? Do you know, by the way? You don't know? Yeah. Actually, most of us don't know. So that's what we call the big question. It's a big question. No one knows. So we use it as a wonderful technique because that already stops your thinking. Who am I? Don't know. That stops your thinking. So that's why it's called great question. Not just like question in your examination to pass your school. Those are, professors or teachers can grade you, but this kind of question, no one can grade you. So it's a big question. And you will hear this, the question itself is answer. Someday you may get it or not. Very important. So that's another, that using that as a technique to deal with your mind, it has a long history. Why did the Buddha leave the palace? He was a prince. No one could answer him for that kind of question. He had great teachers from India, but no one can really answer him like where he's originally from, where he'll go after die. Why people born and have to die? No one could really answer. So that's called the big question. So you can, during meditation, use it. Not just use, actually, if anyone has a human spirit, they must have that kind of question. What is all about this, right? So, during the meditation, try that. And if you still will get lost sometime or often, then that's why we need to keep trying. Many people here said 3 months Kyol Che, many years, still don't know. But this don't know become really mature, clear, you have much less problem. It's so interesting. I mean, there are a lot of people that they think they know so much, they are a lot nourished. Not everybody, but many of them have a big problem in life. But here, many like Sunims and some older students, they said this kind of retreat a lot, still don't know. But this, as he said, it's a great weapon. Like he compared to this dono chainsaw, because it cut. It can just pierce everything. Moment to moment, it can connect with anything because there's no barrier when your mind truly this absolute don't know. There's no separation. So that is the true meaning of this don't know. So if you actually kind of grow that sense of this don't know, the clarity, the absolute, it will be a really powerful weapon for you to go through life issues. So meditation is actually not different from that. So anyway, we practice that, okay?
Is there a way to attain to Zen while living a regular life?
Living like a
regular life, normal life,
as a lay person.
Yeah.
No, there is no way. Oops. You want to hit me with this? Absolutely, you can. But if you keep that kind of idea, that's the first barrier for yourself. So that's what I wanted to share, actually. Okay? You got it, probably. Because there was, I heard this, probably Chonmun may know, because he's an earlier student, that one female, now she's teacher, that she asked the Zen Master Seung that if a woman can also get enlightenment. And the Zen Master Seung said no. And she was really upset, I heard. And then she demanded him, you always said that anyone can get enlightenment, we practice hard, and this and that, and everyone shares the exactly same substance nature. How come you say woman cannot get enlightenment? And then he said, so are you a woman? So we always define ourselves. We always keep the idea of who we are. We frame ourselves. Then that's actually the world that in the first place you will have to break up. So that's what we practice here. Return to before thinking mind, which means there's no man, no woman, originally, okay? Originally. There's no lay monastic originally. There's no Korea, America, Austria, Italia, right? Originally. When your mind appear, everything appear. So your mind disappear, everything disappear. So Zen means first to attain that before thinking place. Because we human being always right away distracted, drift to name and form, right? Forget so often that originally before thinking place. So when you think about whether I can get the path or enlightenment, living this mundane life, regular life, already there is some idea. So that's what I try to a little hit. So we see now there is this retreat. I think it's a great chance for you to work on that. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How does this formal meal support my practice? Keeping where to put a chopstick, it's so stressful.
We designed that for someone like you. Exactly. Because when you sit this kind of retreat, Kyol Che, you find a lot of your like and dislike. Myself too. There's something I don't like. Something I really like. Well, that's it's our the karma, and then that we have to work on. So, but of course, it's not just for that, because we practice as a group. There is also some, the efficiency. If people eat, each of us just eat in a way that each of us like, it will be chaotic. It will take maybe 4 hours. Then what kind of retreat we will have? So there's absolutely, there are other some perspective to organize such way. But if you also more like, kind of original point of all this kind of form is also to support you, make your mind kind of simple. Do just the same thing with others. You don't really need to undering between this and that, between what you like and what you dislike. Very simple. What kind of color robe I'm gonna put on today? Gray. Always. For the snims, what kind of hairstyle today? Very simple. And Zen Master Tan Wol used to say, if your mind becomes simple, it's easier for you to make your mind clear. Because, in words, simple and clear can be a little different. Yeah. Children's mind usually very simple. They just, they don't think much. Animals are actually more like that. Their mind very simple. They just, they like and they go for it. They don't like, then they, if it's a dog, they start barking or bite. They like, they just, wagging their tails and crazy, right? It's very simple, this or that. Kids also a little complicated than animals, but they are, I think, still much simpler than adults' mind. But clear means a little different, of course. And this being clear, I would say, it's relate to compassion. When your mind is clear, which means you understand your job, each moment, that means actually you are helping this world, all beings. Because when you don't do your job that you're supposed to do, then actually that makes some trouble, not just for your life, but also for others. So what's compassion? When you understand what you need to do. In the opening talk, I mentioned about, again, this, the wooden house now on construction. They're all different shape. Some small tiny piece of wood, we cannot even see because it's hidden, but it has job. They're all wood. Nature is the same. Name, form, different, right? But their nature is the same. It's actually oneness. But each piece of wood job is different. If this tiny, small piece of wood which is maybe supporting underneath, maybe, I want to be great, so I'm going to be the big beam. Some human beings are like that. They don't understand who they are. Each of us has a different karma. You made it. But if you go beyond, you want to cross what you can do, who you are, then suffering appears. So you need to understand who you are. Then, not just a teacher or some big person, just as yourself, your life will become complete. Your life will become complete, clear. That means you help this world. Yeah. So the form, all the form, especially formal meal. I know it's in the beginning it's nasty. Why do we this and that? But if you actually, I guarantee, I don't know, but this is my experience. After maybe, I don't know, if you are fast 2 weeks, you start actually find many good points there, and even food is delicious. Now maybe it's what you cannot really tell what kind of, because only you think about this form, and then your mind is a little busy to follow up all these speed things. So by the way, I try to eat a little slow, but sometimes wow, everybody's so fast. So I also follow these days. Anyway.